Hello and welcome to Reiki and Crystals Live. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and it is wonderful to have you here with me today. Just let me adjust the levels there. I hope you're doing well. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to set any requests for your personal healing or well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. And then after that, we'll transition into a Reiki healing session where I will send Reiki to you whenever and wherever you happen to be. If you are returning, welcome back and thank you for your ongoing support. And if you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, one-on-one healing sessions over a distance, one-on-one tarot readings, or if you'd like to shop my crystal collection, go ahead and visit learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's also linked in the description, as are all of my social media. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times, every week. So you can always go ahead and click subscribe with the notification bell on so you won't miss an opportunity to come and hang out with us. So let's go ahead and say hi to everybody and start building that beautiful crystal grid. Awesome. So we're starting off with a wonderful blank slate today. I'm going to start things off with a little bit of copper. This is a copper spiral. Copper helps to break up energy blockages and get the optimal flow of energy going. And the spiral has been significant for healers as far back as we have any kind of history whatsoever. So let's go ahead and bring that in. This will serve as the center here. And let's pick out a centerpiece, but first let's say hi to everybody. Blue sky, it's wonderful to see you. I'm starting to settle in. I like it here. It's really quiet. No more having to hit the mute button because of copyrighted music going by. It has not happened once. It's kind of lovely. And the cats are adjusting, which is the most important thing. Lifehouse, oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Kay Grossi, hello. Perth, Australia. It must be morning for you then. Oh, hello from Canada. Awesome, Lifehouse. Margaret, welcome in. Good to see you. Christina, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm settling in. The cats are totally fine. They have their favorite sleeping spaces. They're good. Gotcha. And I'm just looking through some of the requests. Okay, cool. Catalyst, welcome in. Mia Blanchard, welcome in. Kanta, I hope you're well. Cool. So let me pick out some perfect crystals just for all of you, and I am seeing some really beautiful requests in here. Let's see. I see a request for flower blossom agate. So maybe that'll be our centerpiece. Yeah, we'll have that be our centerpiece. So this is flower blossom agate. This is going to serve as our center point today. Flower blossom agate helps us to bloom into the person we're becoming. It helps us see the progress we've made and helps us see our potential, which really motivates us to continue going, continue our blossom and bloom, continue our self-healing journey, but also continue with all of the things that we want to be motivated in, moving towards our soul's purpose and moving towards our bigger life goals. So let's go ahead and bring in flower blossom agate. Let's see, I could probably move that back just a touch. There we go. Okay, wonderful. And I'm going to go ahead and get everybody's requests. I promise I'll get to everybody's request. I may have to bounce around a little bit. So let's see. Intentions are to find the best possible job, foster feelings of gratitude and appreciation, and counter feelings of apathy. You got it. That'll help counter feelings of apathy for sure. Best possible job. Let's get some tourmalinated quartz. Gratitude and appreciation and countering feelings of apathy. Definitely for shaking off feelings of apathy. we have polychrome jasper. Polychrome jasper is wonderful for reigniting our soul's purpose and for breaking up that indifference, getting us motivated again. It helps us to feel more confident, and in general as well, it helps with mobility, especially with like the lower extremities and the joints of the body. This can be really helpful for that. It's wonderful for the Earth Star chakra as well. And the Earth Star chakra is beneath the root, and that's where we take our soul's purpose and make it actionable, something that we can show up in alignment with our soul's purpose. So that's a really helpful one for that. It really helps to break up that kind of stuckness in a sense. It's very invigorating. And when it comes to finding a job, tourmalinated quartz is one of my favorites. This is black tourmaline going through quartz, which in this case happens to be green, and black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy. That is wonderful for breaking up scar tissue, old stuck energy, old wounds, whether it's past life or earlier in this life. It's very helpful. Also helpful for any kind of scars or lesions in the body and on the body. Helpful for healing and breaking up emotional trauma, bringing a lot of fortune and luck, and most importantly here, helping us to find a new job or revenue stream, side gig, side hustle, whatever the exact precise thing you're looking for is. It helps us to find new ways of earning, but particularly new jobs. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring this in too. There we go. So that is tourmalinated quartz. And fostering feelings of gratitude. Pink kyanite. Pink kyanite is a very high vibrational stone that works with the heart in its most elevated place. Essentially, this is a stone that I feel is very connected with the Kuan Yin, who hears the suffering of the world. This is a stone that reminds us of collective unity, the interconnectedness of everyone and everything, and the transcendence of physical needs into something larger. That can definitely help support things like awareness of unconditional love, living and acting from that place, and also for things like gratitude. So we'll bring that in. There we go. Awesome. Thank you for being here, hon. It's good to see you. Let's do that. Goddess of Four, it's great to see you. Okay. And let's see. Christina, settled in, yes. So K. Grassi, releasing anger. Oh, gotcha, definitely. So let's do some of my favorite ones here. First, we'll start with howlite, which is so helpful for things like anger and resentment, and also with frustration. It helps with those really difficult emotions. It kind of takes the sting out of them so that we can see if there's any other way we can address those feelings to better help us feel comfortable and, in a way, see those feelings as like a catalyst rather than just sort of something explosive. So this is a deep relief from that. Also very, very helpful on the physical level for bones and joints. If you're looking for strong, healthy bones, if you've got any kind of joint pain, or even something as bad as a dislocation or a fracture, this is thought to be really, really helpful. It also helps with anything related to like teeth, bones, hair, all of it. Let's actually, whoops, put this here and here. Things are always a little slow to start off when I build the grid because I need to kind of space everything out properly so it continues to unfold well. Let's see. There we go. Additionally, I'm going to bring in some Amazonite for you. This is a wonderful caregiver stone. Amazonite helps with self-respect and self-care. It allows you to stand up for yourself when you need to, but more than anything, it reminds folks who are caregivers, especially those who tend to care for others or focus on others before caring for themselves, to take care of themselves. It helps to build that as a priority, and it helps to support you in receiving that sort of care. It helps with calming as well, and it's wonderful for the spine and spinal nerves. It's also very protective and another stone of just general luck. So I hope that this helps you. I hope that this helps you, Kay. I'm glad that you're here. Feel free to hang out. If for any reason you do need to step away and care-give, know that know that you can always come back to the recording. It'll be available, so you can always receive the Reiki healing whenever you would like. So if you particularly find this helpful, you can always come back to this video. So it's good to have you here, and lots of love to you. Caregiving is hard work, for sure. Hey Chris, good to see you. Okay. Amy, welcome in. Awesome. Ooh, decluttering. There's a lot of folks working on that right now. Awesome. And let's see. Blue Sky has some other ones too. Pink Tourmaline, Moonstone, Numite, Epidote. Pink Tourmaline. And let's start with Numite. This is a really mystical stone. This is a stone that is a powerful protector, especially for any kind of sacred tools. I might actually just put this to the side for a little bit, because otherwise I'm going to knock it over. So Numite is really helpful with going to those dark places within, like shadow work. When we do that deep healing work that requires us to be vulnerable, it helps us to see these glimpses of light and inspiration and connection to spirit while we're in the depths. And that's what these beautiful sort of gold bursts of light reflecting off of it really mean. But this is a stone that you can put near any of your spiritual tools like tarot cards or anything to help keep the energy clear. So that is Numite. We also have Moonstone. This helps with connection to the lunar cycles and really all rhythms, patterns, and cycles throughout nature. We're very much water beings, and the moon controls the tide, so it has a large impact on us. It's also very connected to women, women's health, protection of women. It also helps with attracting love for everyone. It's very connected to ancient spirituality. It helps us to learn those types of things, especially really old, even secret, sacred kinds of things. This is also very intuitive. It helps us to release patterns that no longer serve and can really protect us while we travel. So that is Moonstone. Pink Tourmaline helps with migraines, nerve pain, and mother-baby bonding, especially right after childbirth, but really at any point in life, healing any wounds around that. It's also wonderful for any kind of gynecologic issue, any kind at all, and it's wonderful for hormone balance regardless of gender. This also helps spinal injuries and generally to break down any negative self-image, so you leave yourself room to develop a new, more positive self-image. So that is pink tourmaline. Epidote is helpful for recovering from illness as well as injury. And it's a stone I've worked with extensively to help with negative self-talk. If you talk down to yourself, this is a stone that can help you rephrase that, to notice that, and break that pattern, and start to speak to yourself with a lot more sensitivity and support. It's helpful for connecting with the fairy realm and for anything impacting the nervous system or the skin. Also thought helpful for the brain, quite specifically when it comes to Parkinson's disease. It's got a large connection with that. So we'll go ahead and bring in Epidote. There we go. Awesome. So glad to have you here, Blue Sky. I hope you're well. And Catalyst, you're looking for peace in your heart and you're new here. We can support that for sure. Oh, Moonstone's one of your favorites. I love Moonstone. Hey, Patty, I hope you're well. Is Key there with you? Let's see. Peace in your heart for Catalyst. And Mia looking for joy. Finding yourself discontent lately and desiring to find happiness. Yep, we can definitely support actually both of those. So peace in your heart. I'll bring in some Snowflake Obsidian. Joy and happiness. Let's bring in for peace. Let's bring in some Snowflake Obsidian. Obsidians are all volcanic glasses. Specifically, Snowflake Obsidian talks about the type that has these beautiful like snow white or gray kind of inclusions here. This is a helpful stone for recognizing and releasing any patterns that no longer serve. It's really good for helping us look at our shadow side and see the ways in which we're almost repeating harm to ourselves just out of habit, so that we can break that habit and move forward free of that. This is also a helpful stone for processing grief and releasing feelings of guilt. It helps with calming overstimulation, balancing the mind, body, and spirit, and certainly for peace and serenity, especially with hope after a time of loss. So inner peace, feeling calm and balanced within, finding peace within yourself, even if there's a storm raging on around you, but definitely finding hope again after any kind of loss. This is a really powerful stone for that. Oh, hello. Oh, Hattie Cat has come to visit. Hello. Hi. You want to say hi? Yeah. Aw, you liking your new house? Are you liking your new house? Yeah. You can sit on my lap all you want. You go ahead. So that is Hattie Cat. That was Hattie Cat pushing the microphone away. Yeah, you go ahead, take a nap on my lap. You go right ahead. But yeah, that's wonderful for inner peace. We'll also bring in for finding joy, helping to counter discontentness, and finding happiness. Fuchsite can be really helpful. This is a stone of connecting to our sense of play and fun, and just connecting with fun and play and joy, just for nothing else other than for ourselves. This is a stone that can help us with connection to our inner child. It can help us renew and restore and come back into balance. It's also helpful for carpal tunnel and spinal alignment, as well as sleep disorders and sleep disturbances. So that is Fuchsite. So we'll put that here for now. So we've got that there, and we'll definitely have some other stones for these too. Let's see, what have you? Distressing feeling, gotcha. Definitely. Snowflake Obsidian can help with releasing a distressing feeling, but there's some other ones too. let's start with some green calcite. Green calcite helps with calm and reassurance. It's really supportive. It helps things like anxiety, but also just sort of that disquieted, nervous types of feelings. It helps to bring in that calm and relaxation mentally and emotionally, as well as physically. It helps to, in a way, unwind the pent-up stress that we hold in our body. It also helps with, in general, too, like lightening the mood, like laughter at your own expense, or just laughter at things in general. So don't be surprised if after working with this stone you feel like getting into some humor of some kind to lift your spirit. So that can be really helpful. So we'll put this, let's see, right, oh, can't see that. So that is green calcite. Also, to help with sort of like that just disquieted, like something feels off kind of feeling, like distress, I find sometimes really good grounding stones can be super helpful with that. And my favorite is red jasper. This is very empowering. It helps to activate the root chakra, so basic needs, primal urges, fight or flight, all of those kinds of themes getting really like satiated and calmed. It helps with depression to some extent, especially if it has to do with like a long recovery period or convalescence after an injury or illness or surgery. It also helps with protection and psychic protection particularly, as well as just grounding and feeling okay in your body. It's very rooting. So we'll bring this in. It's also helpful for, being that we are back into school mode. This is a stone that can help to discourage bully type behavior. So red jasper is one of the stones that's great to give someone who's being bullied. Also red tiger eye for that. So I hope that that helps. Goddess of Four, healing for your dog, stomach issues, inflammation, joint pain, more money, fast money, and more fun. I love it. Smoky quartz, angelite, celestite, selenite. Smoky quartz, angelite, celestite, selenite. You gonna go play with your sister? Okay. Selenite is a stone of reflection of pure white light. My favorite way to clear the energy of crystals is to place them on or near selenite. It helps to clear them really well. This reflects nothing but pure white light. This is a stone that generally does not need to be cleared itself. It also helps with connection to our spirit guides and clearing of the crown chakra and clearing of our auric field. I always keep a piece of it just south of the grid so that it's always there, and there's a bunch of it around me too. If you are someone who is energy sensitive or an energy worker, you can clear your energy field just by sweeping your aura with a selenite wand. So we'll go ahead and bring in this piece here to represent itself in the grid. Celestite also helps with connection with the angels and our spirit guides, hearing their wisdom and feeling them close. Even if we're not super intuitive, we'll still be able to kind of feel them nearby. This also helps with discernment. If you're feeling like that disquieted feeling, if you're feeling angry, disquieted, fearful, anything like that, and you're not sure if it's emotional, if it's intuitive, if it's your logic telling you something, this can help you to discern where that feeling might be coming from. It's also helpful for all matter of physical pain, in that it helps to bring us into a stronger connection with our higher chakras and our spirit body, and kind of changes how we experience our physical body. So that's celestite. Angelite, as the name would suggest, is very connected with our angels and helps to bring our angels close, helps us to experience their energy much more strongly, and it's very, very spiritually protecting. It helps to feel connected to source and one with spirit. And it's also wonderful anytime that you're getting any kind of sound healing, or if you find any particular music helpful for you to rebalance yourself. This can help to make that even more powerful. So that is angelite. And smoky quartz is superb for protection. Even farther back than the Middle Ages, smoky quartz was used to protect property from theft, but it also helps to protect and clear your energy. This fundamentally shifts and changes energy too. So it's a really powerful stone to have around you or around your home. It can be just slightly off from clear like these specimens, or as dark as a nearly black. And it's great for breaking through energy blocks and calming worry. We have a lot of calming stones today. And yeah, just protection of yourself, your property, and everything around you. So we'll go ahead and bring in that beautiful smoky quartz. There we go. And also for your dog, let's bring in some leopard skin jasper. Hey, Heart. Good to see you. Bev, lots of love. Thank you so much. I saw what you sent me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, so how do I cleanse my stones after? I use selenite. I just basically put my crystals onto selenite or near selenite. I also keep a tray of Epsom salt underneath where I have all of my crystals here. That helps really well too. Epsom salt or sea salt will work. You don't have to put it in direct contact with the stones. You can just put it nearby. And let's see. Hey, Sam. I hope you're doing well. Awesome. Sue, good to see you. And I will definitely get to that. Okay, you'll listen tomorrow. Susan, when you're watching this, lots of love to you and Greg and Dexter. And let's go back up to... healing for your dog. Leopard skin jasper is our favorite stone for healing of animals and for connection to our animal guides. It helps also with anything impacting the skin, as well as balance and coordination, and also helps with attracting love. So that is leopard skin jasper. And you mentioned some joint pain. We have howlite for that. Inflammation. Let's bring in lapis for pain and inflammation. So in addition to pain and inflammation, lapis lazuli is really helpful for anything around deep honesty and openness in communication. So it's a wonderful stone for Mercury retrograde, but really every day. It helps with embodying integrity, personal responsibility, and follow through, owning up to your commitments too. It's also wonderful for career opportunities and improvement, as well as balance and hearing loss, especially things like vertigo. This is also, I did see a request in there for help for organization. Superb for that. This is wonderful for organization. So that's lapis. So let's go ahead and place that here. Okay. And I did have a great weekend, Chris. I hope you did too. Kanta, moving forward gently and enjoy with manifesting your wildest dreams. Balancing teaching, publishing with fun and travel. Jazz funk concerts in the US and UK whenever. Soulmate sweetie. Oh, I love it. Balancing teaching, publishing with fun. Let's see. Moving forward gratefully and enjoy and with joy in manifesting. Definitely. I feel like we're hitting a lot of like looking for gratitude and things tonight too. That's been a constant theme. Let's also bring in some bumblebee jasper. This helps with anything you might be manifesting. This like amplifies it and helps to bring it through. It's got a lot of energy around vitality and focus, like mental focus. It helps to empower what you're manifesting and what you're calling in life and your goals that you're working towards. It helps you to collaborate in group work. It brings a lot of positivity, joy, fun, but also confidence and motivation. This helps also with balancing yin and yang in the body. And just a side note, bumblebee jasper does have high concentrations of sulfur and arsenic, so it's one to be careful with. But that is bumblebee jasper. So bring that in. And for fun, teaching, publishing, and like getting in love and romance, let's bring in carnelian. This is great for creativity as well as love. Carnelian resonates with the sacral chakra, which is just beneath the navel. It's orange and it encompasses how we relate to everyone and everything in our lives. It helps with sexuality, fertility, sexual function, as well as just how we relate in relationships, like romantic relationships, but family, friends, colleagues as well. Also, a lot of creative energy with carnelian. So we'll bring that in. This is also a stone that helps with bringing in a good soulmate connection. So there we go. Awesome. Okay, so that's carnelian. Love it. Romantic soulmate life partner. Gotcha. We've got moonstone, carnelian, and leopard skin jasper, all of which help with that. Let's see what else we have. Let's bring in some rose quartz too. This can help us to expand and open the heart chakra. And it also helps us because it's such an uplifting kind of a stone. It can help to hold a space of high vibration so we can start to let go of pains of the past so we can better embrace our future, especially as far as love and open-heartedness, compassion too. So we'll bring this in, but we've got all the really good soulmate relationship stones out. So let's go ahead and put this rose quartz in there too, because certainly cannot hurt, and I love the energy of it. All the best to you, Amy. Success in final exams this quarter, and for lightheartedness and coupling joy and gratitude. A lot of gratitude energy, joy and gratitude. I love it. Success in your final exams. Tiger eye is a great choice for that. It's not the only choice, but I feel like this is the one. This is very helpful for research and study, seeing the big picture, putting all of the different facts together, getting a cohesive view of everything that you're learning. It helps also with finding information and organizing it. It helps with protection too, like energetic protection. It's wonderful for. It helps to protect against envy and jealousy quite well. Helpful for strength, balance, and courage. It's very empowering of the solar plexus. And it helps, like I said, big picture thinking. Also entrepreneurship. Whether you're studying or preparing a business plan or something along those lines, Tiger Eye can be a really helpful ally for both. So it's one that I often give friends or clients or colleagues when they're going towards their, when they're working on their thesis, for example. So all the best to you, Christina. Lightheartedness, coupling joy with gratitude. I feel like we're getting so many good stones around that. Let's see if there's any else that kind of... have some ideas for that. I'm gonna bring something in and kind of touch on that later too. But yeah, lightheartedness and joy and gratitude. I'm so glad we're all, for those of you who are new, the collective energy that we all kind of bring in, communal chi is one of the key components here. And that's an ancient Chinese principle that the more people come together with the same or similar intention, the greater the energetic potential is magnified. And that goes just for, you know, the intention to heal. But we also find that we tend to, while our lives may have wildly different individual specifics, the scenarios and the themes underlying them tend to be far more similar than they are different. So it's very common that you'll see overlap in requests. Hey Vic, I hope you're doing well. Closure. Thank you, Amy. You're welcome. You're welcome, Kanta. Oh, good stuff. Oh, and I love all the love in the chat. Thank you, everyone. This ends up being just the best bunch of people. It's every time I host, it's like lightning in a bottle, just incredible people supporting each other. Let's do rhodochrosite for Chris. Rhodochrosite helps with mother-child bonding and healing maternal-child kinds of wounds. This is also a stone of telepathy and journeying for connecting with your ancestors, even for your deceased animal companions, and also helps with the heart and circulation. Wonderful for stress headaches, too. Also helpful for asthma. So that's rhodochrosite. I'm also going to bring in some garnet. I'm seeing lots of requests for like decluttering, organizing, getting things together. Let's bring in that garnet. This helps with organization for sure, as does lapis. But this also helps with courage, creativity, and finding new ways to do old things. This is one that helps you to find new ways of best using your time, being innovative in the things that you normally do so that you have more time left for you at the end of the day. Helps you to see new possibilities. Also wonderful for strength in times of change and for finding balance. It's very grounding. It's a January birthstone and it's got a very Capricorn vibe to it for sure. So that is garnet. I'm also seeing lots of requests around angels. And I also want to support Susan's request for help with speedy justice. And sapphire kind of satisfies those. This helps with that speedy justice kind of vibe, may justice prevail kind of energy. Also helps with very high vibrational energy of connection with your angels, channeling, and mediumship. Any messages you're bringing through from the other side, however you connect. It also helps with envisioning something positive when everything is changing and in flux, and helps with the thyroid, the eyes, and the ears. So we'll bring this in. Also a helpful stone, it's thought, for the thyroid. So that is blue sapphire. And I'm going to keep coming back to your requests too, Chris. Picture Jasper. I knew I was putting that down for someone. Let's also bring in aquamarine while we're thinking about the justice and court type stuff. Aquamarine has a lot of like the may justice prevail type of energy too. It's also helpful for forgiveness and really deflecting petty types of behavior. We often jokingly call this the anti-Karen stone. Anything that's like childish behavior or people misdirecting their feelings in life to wherever or on whoever they think they can get away with it on. This is a stone that kind of discourages that. It's also very helpful, like I said, for forgiveness and for the teeth and gums, as well as all the fluids in the body. So I hope that this is helpful. It's a wonderful stone for those that work in customer service. Picture jasper helps us to envision a positive outcome and kind of envisioning a positive future ahead. It's another like big picture stone alongside tiger eye. It helps us with kind of picturing the best possible potential of an outcome or of our future. Wonderful for setting goals or thinking big about your future. Helps to embrace new ventures and new adventures. It's wonderful for the kidneys and also for encountering new cultures, new languages, travel abroad, moving abroad. It's wonderful for all of those things. So that is picture jasper. Awesome. For Dexter's health, we have leopard skin jasper, which is wonderful for all animals, and so that will help with Dexter. And anxiety, we have green calcite, which is my favorite anxiety stone. Do I have something to help someone speak the truth? Yes, I do, Catalyst. My favorite speaking one's truth stone is blue tiger eye. This is also an incredible stone for teachers. So blue tiger eye is the great protector of truth tellers and whistleblowers. It helps with big, bold communications, speaking your truth, and speaking truth to power, as well as speaking the truth when the truth is inconvenient or uncomfortable. It helps with like the facts over feelings kind of talks. It helps with public speaking as well as communication in writing of the same variety. Also wonderful for calming stress and bringing in a large sense of ease. So this is blue tiger eye. Let's see, where do we want to put this? Let's do here, 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 and here. There we go, blue tiger eye. Oh, hey, welcome in. Welcome in, Lila Ray. Good to see you. Jennifer Vatsa, lots of love to you. Stella, Violet Integration. Catherine. Oh, loving the whole group here. Labradorite, Mortarite. Yeah, we've got Amazonite. Oh, good requests. I'm going to work these in just like I do Chris's. Let's definitely bring in Labradorite. So for help with study, this is also helpful. So I think it was Christina that asked for help with that. Labradorite's another good like study stone. It's also superb for good quality sleep, as well as clairvoyance. This helps with detailed attention to things like needle in a haystack work, or where every little bit matters. If you're a coder or a programmer or anything like that, Labradorite's very helpful. Also helps with workplace harmony and supports customer service workers, calms disputes, and it helps you to have a lot of joy in traveling. So if you are traveling and you're anticipating like, there's some weather coming, or it might not be all joyful, bringing in some Labradorite can really help you make the most of it and really just sort of let go and have fun. So that's Labradorite. Blue apatite, Amazonite's in there. Blue apatite, we had a request for peace, and this is another good one for that. Blue apatite, really supportive of harmony, peace, and also addressing hostile audiences potentially. So that's also good for Catalyst's request around where I brought in blue tiger eye. This helps with, in addition to that, if anyone has, I did see requests around weight loss. Blue apatite can help with weight loss or weight gain, whichever you're setting intentions around. In general, this can help you to develop a better relationship with food, whatever that looks like to you. That's a very individual thing, and it changes throughout the course of our life. But this helps us to reevaluate how we connect with food, what it means to us, and find a healthier way to coexist. This is also great for learning your soul's purpose and having the courage to act upon it. So it's very empowering alongside something like polychrome jasper, which we brought in the beginning. It helps to strengthen the auric field as well. So if you're someone who tends to be empathic and feel the energy of others and take it on, this is a stone that can help to strengthen that energy field so you're less likely to do that. So that is blue apatite. Sunstone and red tiger eye for sure. I think it was Goddess of Four that requested help around quick financial influx, and that is red tiger eye in a nutshell. This also came up when we were working with red jasper as far as anti-bullying. This is very, very protective. It's probably the most protective stone I have. Whether it's real world mundane stuff of like picking on, gaslighting, triangulating, smear campaigns, that kind of stuff, or if it's like, you know, psychic attacks, spiritual malevolence, this is highly protective for all of it, and it absolutely helps you to call in financial abundance in a hurry. So that is red tiger eye, which is such a beautiful stone. So we have all three of the varieties of tiger eye that I have in the grid, and I love it. Sunstone is very helpful for expanding your vision of who you are and what you're capable of. So if you tend to sell yourself short, or if you're doing some goal setting, this is another good stone to have nearby. This one also helps with fame and recognition, being recognized for who you are and what your contributions are. So this can help you get promoted at work. This can help your job application rise to the top. It can help you stand out in interviews, so it's great for finding new career opportunities. It helps with phobia support. If you have any trouble with phobias, this can be really helpful, and also helps with like marketing yourself and putting yourself out there and being seen. It's also one that can help with preventing exploitation around money. So let's see, let's put that on the outsides here and here. So yeah, there we go. So that is sunstone. Let's bring in some septarian. Septarian can help muscle pain, spasms, skin wounds, lesions, things like that, especially wounds that don't want to heal. This is a good one, and that is septarian. It's wonderful for emotional growth, empowering the solar plexus, which is your center of self, personal identity, who you are, prioritizing your wants, needs, and desires in life. It helps to find the underlying causes and habits and beliefs at the root cause of different issues you might have going on. It aids in that deep inner reflection and can help support you to feel vulnerable while you do that emotional work. So that is septarian. So I'll put this here and here for now. Awesome. And moss agate, great call. This is one that helps with all infections and illnesses and is deeply spiritual as well. Moss agate, which is quite balancing and thought to be very powerful and potent in Chinese medicine. It's quite revered. It helps with our connection to nature, which can be something that can help us to recalibrate our whole system and find a lot of regeneration and restoration within our body. It also helps on a mental, emotional level with connection to the inner self and inner child work, as well as connection to spirit and unconditional love. If you're struggling with fears of the unknown, like I don't know what's coming next and that really freaks me out, moss agate can be really, really helpful. So we'll just put that in there. And let's see, dragon's blood. This is helpful for grief and loss, especially if you want to avoid ending up in like it's good to be grieving. It's healthy, it's natural. There's nothing bad about it. But sometimes we can get a little stuck in our grief and we can get into like a self-pity pit. This helps to prevent that while also processing those emotions. It's great for optimism, happiness, and wisdom, and also really helpful for patience, particularly patience with yourself and learning from your mistakes. It's great for the thyroid and the immune system and the strength to change. And Hattie, why are we clawing my chair? There we go. There we go. Yeah, you get a little scratch. Yeah. There we go. Good job. Good kitty. Yeah, you chill right out. So let's go ahead and put dragon's blood right here. And I'm going to get to as many of those as I possibly can. I'll definitely get to peacock ore at some point and pre-night. Okay. All right, so let's see whatever else we have. Oh, thank you, heart. I'm feeling much better. I'm sleeping better. Oh, the last stone is dragon's blood or dragon's stone. I've heard it as both, but dragon's blood is the most common. So this is dragon's blood. It is a blend of epidote and pymonite. Let's see. Hey, Paul. I hope you're doing well. Goddess of Four. Yay for fast money. Joanna. Yes, sapphire is in there. It's all good. So sapphire is in there for sure. Okay, where did I leave off? Bev. Divine inspiration and discipline in life to experience physical connection to your highest self. Definitely for physical connection to your higher self, that would be celestite, which is here. Also angelite even, but definitely celestite. And kyanite can be really kunzite, pink kunzite can be really helpful for that. Self-discipline can be lapis, divine inspiration, definitely celestite, and also I feel like chevron amethyst wants to come out. So chevron amethyst is amethyst that has striations that kind of look like a zigzag, like a chevron. It has all of the same energy properties as amethyst, but it also brings in a lot of energy for psychic and spiritual channeling, guidance, connection to clairvoyance, visionary work, connection to your highest self and guidance, connection to spirit there. It helps to connect with what you're manifesting as well. It can empower that. It helps too where you might be struggling with tolerance of others as you walk your soul's path. But definitely when it comes to like divine inspiration, this can help you to kind of bring it through. It's also great for degenerative diseases and disorders too. So let's put that here and here and here and here. So I hope that that helps. Gotcha heart. Calm and protective energy. That's smoky quartz. That's both calming worry and very highly protective, and also helps to transmute energy. So definitely that. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Oh, you already saw that I added smoky quartz. Perfect. Archangel healing, definitely angelite. Gotcha. A couple of stones that are good for a bad cold. The first one is carnelian. It's excellent for colds and allergies and that kind of thing, and getting through them. And moss agate. Any kind of illness or infection, whether it's bacteria, virus, what have you, anything that's like kind of taking over in the system. In Chinese medicine, they would refer to it as having wind. That's something that's moving through the body very quickly. So moss agate's really, really helpful for that. But definitely that. I'm also going to bring in some emerald in case your cold goes into your lungs, your upper respiratory tract, your sinuses, all of that stuff. This can be very, very helpful. It's also wonderful for restoring confidence around our appearance, especially if it's something we've been teased about. And it helps to heal skin and tissue in the body. So injury, surgery, recovery, this is really helpful. Additionally, it can be great for reinvigorating our passions in life. So right alongside everything we mentioned with polychrome jasper, this can be really helpful. So if you feel really kind of stuck and you're like, the things that used to bring you joy, you're sort of like, meh, emerald is really helpful. So I hope that helps. Yeah, a lot of folks are having colds and things right now. Harmony with housemate, let's bring in some Herkimer diamond. This helps with harmonizing an environment and harmonizing around people. It helps to kind of realign really discordant energy, and it's wonderful for kind of collaborative work too. It helps with metabolism, it helps with intuition, and it helps with relaxation, as well as being in the present moment. This is also a stone that can really empower manifestation. And I love the way it kind of does it. So Herkimer diamond, which is a type of clear quartz that's found in the Herkimer, New York region of the US, this helps to, in many ways, it has a lot to do with chevron amethyst. They have a lot in common. This is a stone that can help you to connect to spirit and say, this is what I want and need for my next steps, and hear the response. But this also helps you to be in that present moment while you're doing that. So when we manifest, we're not just hopping to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. We're grounded in knowing who we are, where we are, and celebrating the things we were manifesting and that we've worked so hard to get to where we are before we move on. But when it comes to harmonizing energy that just feels a little off, Herkimer diamond for sure. So I think that will help. And getting rid of stuff you don't need. Great ones for decluttering. Definitely lapis is very, very helpful for that. Also garnet, which is in here too. Lapis and garnet are great for that. Emotional stability, definitely septarian. And I have lepidolite. Lepidolite is actually lithium mica. This has been used as a prescription in the US since at least the 1940s, and it's been used as far back as the ancient Greeks. So lepidolite is lithium. Yes, lithium. It's an element. It's used as a prescription. It's used in mental health. Here we're not ingesting it here because that can have very different effects on different folks. Some people it really helps. Some people it's the opposite. So there's a reason it's not over the counter as a supplement. This is a stone that can help energetically to bring in a good amount of mental emotional balance. It helps to bring a lot of attention to the emotions where it has to do with understanding the root cause so that we can work with them head on. It helps with understanding the emotions and the emotional reactions we have to things. Also helps with finding patterns that we have that are best off released. Also great for discernment. So we'll bring this in. And it's also, this specimen has more Amazonite, which we talked about a little bit ago. That can be very, very powerful when it comes to self-care, as well as balancing and healing the spine and spinal nerves. So we'll bring in lepidolite and some more Amazonite right there. Request something for money manifestation, allergies, and weight loss. You got it. Let's do aventurine for allergies, citrine for financial abundance, and money manifestation for sure. Allergies, weight loss is blue apatite. Aventurine helps with allergies and eye problems. It also helps with fertility and with learning, but it's really encouraging and empowering. This helps with seeing yourself through fresh eyes, especially if you see yourself as here when really you're all the way up here. It helps you to get a new, fresh look at yourself and your possibilities, your capabilities, what you want to do. Sometimes we sell ourselves short. We think, oh, I can't do that. This is a stone that says, you sure about that? You want to give that a second shot? I'll cheer you on. And aventurine is right there. But it's also wonderful for allergies. So let's bring in aventurine. I'm also going to bring in rhodonite to help with allergies because that's my favorite allergy stone and I've got lots of allergies. So let's definitely bring that in. Rhodonite is wonderful for allergies, anything autoimmune, anything around asthma. Everything having to do with the lungs too. On an emotional level, this is a stone that can help us to heal a broken heart. It's often called the breakup stone or the divorce stone, and it is great for those things. But especially if our heart's broken, even if it's like the loss of a partner, like they've passed on, this can help to heal the cracks of a broken heart so we can open our heart to love again. It's also really helpful for overcoming and healing aspects of emotional abuse and helps with insecurities, like really helping us to heal deep-seated insecurities. So we'll bring in rhodonite. Dropping stuff. Here I am making a mess. There we go. Citrine, as mentioned. This helps with financial abundance, calling in all of our resource abundance. If you're looking to manifest money or any kind of basic needs, this is wonderful for it. So roof over your head, a car if you need one, but in general, citrine, financial abundance. If you do Western astrology, Western feng shui, which is definitely different than traditional feng shui because our society isn't even remotely built around feng shui principles. But this would go in the back left corner of a room. So you would walk into the room and with the door to your back, look straight ahead and to your left. That corner is your finance corner. And that would be a perfect place for any financial abundance that you're doing work on. Things like citrine, red tiger eye, pyrite, all of those are good in that corner. This also helps to balance logic with intuition, which is, I cannot overstate how important that can be. And also helps with addictions, compulsions, and nausea. So that is citrine. And closure, honestly, rhodonite. Rhodonite is very helpful for closure. Violet integration, forgiveness, emotional healing, and allowing the past to remain there. Absolutely. Forgiveness is absolutely aquamarine. Emotional healing, we've got a lot of them, but especially septarian, dragon's blood, and lepidolite. allowing the past to remain there. We'll bring in some wonderful malachite. This can help with pain and inflammation as well as depression and anxiety, but it's really helpful for themes around healing really painful emotions, moving those things through the heart so we don't get stuck there. Dragon's blood is very helpful for that too. This also helps with letting go of the past. So truly working through those really difficult emotions, making the best peace we can, leaving the past behind. Also helps with phobias and fears, as well as arthritis and anything with the liver, the pancreas, the spleen. Let's go ahead and put this here and here. And where shall we place you? Place you here for now. Okay. Awesome. All right, we're getting there. So Jennifer Vatsa, getting through this month, energy and pain relief. Definitely pain relief, celestite, lapis, and howlite too, as well as the malachite we just brought in. Energy, we definitely have that in abundance with Bumblebee Jasper. Getting through this month, gotcha. Fluorite for chaotic energy, and yes, I'm getting into my new spot. I love the new space. I have blue apatite in there, mookaite. Let's see, fluorite and mookaite. Fluorite helps with finding a moment of peace amidst the chaos. It helps with dealing with really chaotic energy when you kind of have control over nothing. It brings a lot of relaxation despite a lot of movement and shifting all around you, and it can bring a lot of comforts to moms and newborns. That is fluorite. So let's put that around. Made a little mistake here, that's okay. There we go. Okay, awesome. And mookaite helps with accepting change and making decisions. Can also help with bladder pain, boosting the immune system, and digestion, calming down your digestion. When it comes to accepting change, especially, this is a stone that actually, let's use this other one. This is also mookaite, and this happens to have a little bit more color in it. So when it comes to making decisions and accepting change, they're absolutely related, because a lot of times our indecision is that we haven't accepted what is happening yet. This is one that helps with both sides of that. So let's bring you in here. Smooth, Lila Ray, intentions for smooth start to the work week tomorrow. Margaret, like the truth serum stone. We have blue tiger eye. Let's also bring in blue lace agate and focus on a smooth start to the work week. I'm thinking about that because there's a couple good stones that are already there. I'm thinking if there's any more. Blue lace agate helps with moving energy through the throat chakra, especially really difficult emotions and expressing them if it's hard to get the words out. It's also helpful to soften words that others might find harsh to hear. This is great for everything having to do with the throat, sore throat, skin allergies, as well as arthritis and fractures. And it can be really helpful for like tension headaches. So that's blue lace agate. Smooth start to the work week, I would normally say carnelian and herkimer because they help with that harmony among people, as well as collaborative energy would be bumblebee jasper. Let's bring in some Dalmatian jasper. This helps clear energy as it has black tourmaline running through it, much like the tourmalinated quartz did. So in this stone, black tourmaline, which repels negative energy, is going through this jasper, and essentially what it's doing is deep clearing the energy field. This allows you to kind of deep clear your energy, allowing you to be more open-hearted and ready to face the world a little bit less weighed down by the weight of the world. It's one that helps to break up things like cynicism and jadedness. It's wonderful too for digestive issues and just bringing about cooperation. So we'll bring in Dalmatian jasper. Let's put some here, 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 and here. Danielle, I missed the Reiki part of the session, but around tomorrow to put in the request, do you still benefit from the Reiki even if we don't see it later? Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can also watch this whenever you want to if you want to benefit from the Reiki then. But yeah, if you just kind of gently say to the universe, like, universe, I'm still open to that Reiki even though I'm going to like go to sleep or make my dinner, it'll absolutely still impact you for sure. Good to see you, and I hope everything goes well in your new home. Joanna, Sapphire is in there. What you want has already been addressed, Paul. Awesome. Paul, you affirm, I make friends with hindrances and every obstacle becomes a stepping stone. Everything in the universe, visible and invisible, is working to bring to me my own. I love it. I'm also going to bring in zoisite to help that affirmation. Zoisite helps with releasing negativity, connecting with nature, and like recalibrating when we feel just like totally full of not happy energy. It's also wonderful for obstacles. It helps with facing challenges and setbacks and having those obstacles get behind us because we're working through it. Also helps with apathy and sluggishness too. So that is zoisite. So we'll put a piece of zoisite right here. Hope you're doing well. Is green tiger eye a real thing? It is. But I haven't seen much of it, if ever. Rose quartz is in there. Balancing the universe energy, yin and yang energy. Balancing yin and yang, bumblebee jasper, and rhodonite, which are both in there. But good call, Samantha. I hope you're well. And leopard skin jasper's in there too. Oh, I don't have amylite. I'm sorry, Amy. Yes, actually all tiger eye are part of the quartz family, which is wild. 70% of the Earth's crust is actually quartz. Oh, awesome. I think we got it all. I think we did. I think there was just one or two more for Chris that I wanted to add in. I think we got it all. I'm going to add in one last stone, and then we're going to get into the healing. So let's go ahead and add in some pyrite. This will help with, and peacock ore. Pyrite helps with manifesting financial abundance. It's fool's gold. We like to think that it brings in the real stuff. It also helps the body to make the most of a Reiki session, and it is wonderful for the lungs, for fever, and for the brain and memory. It's also very protective in a really interesting way. It's protective, but it also helps you to be intuitive at the same time. Oh, I hear a Gertie. Hi, hello, baby. Let's put some pyrite here. This can be one of our financial abundance stones. Wow, what's up, baby? You're saying wow. You're saying wow. You want to say wow? Oh, yes, Gertie's saying wow. What's up, singing cats? Yes. You're beautiful. Yes, you are. Fluorite's in there. Yeah, I got the fluorite. Fluorite's in there. Peacock ore or chalcopyrite is wonderful for executive function, thinking things through. And on a spiritual level, this is good for everything, including like birth and rebirth and literal childbirth too. So this is chalcopyrite or peacock ore. And we did start off with this for blue, and this is mental moment. This is flower agate, flower blossom agate, usually it's called. This helps to see the ways we're blooming and blossoming and help us to see our potential. So it helps us to see the progress we've made and see the potential for the progress we can make in the future. It's really encouraging and helps us to see ourselves in a new light. So we'll put that right there in the center. This one actually has a vug in it too. A vug, V-U-G, is when a crystal or stone is formed around some kind of organic matter, and over time the stone formed and that organic matter rotted away, leaving a gap or a void, and then new crystals started to form in that void. And if you look, there's actually some new little baby crystals in there. So there we go. So we'll put that in the center there. Yeah, you see your sister? Yay, little Gertie. Yes, little Gertie. So next, I'm going to go ahead and describe what Reiki is, a little bit of how it works, and how to make the most of this session pretty quickly. Oh, you okay, Gertie? Yeah, you're okay. Oh, they're playing with one of their 30 million toys in the living room. The living room is just their toy room now. So I'll describe what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and how to make the most of your session. And then we're going to get into the Reiki session. So for those of you who've been here before, you know what comes next. You can help me lift the energy of the space that you're in and the space that we're sharing in a really simple way. The quickest way to shift energy is to think about the things that you're grateful for. So if you wouldn't mind, go ahead into the chat, hit that like button if you haven't already, and then share anything that you're grateful for, anything at all. If you're not comfortable sharing it in the chat, go ahead and just take a deep breath and think about it. And after I finish describing what Reiki is, we're going to get right into the healing. Aw. Okay. So, as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you want to learn more about my live online Reiki certifications, one-on-one distance healings with Reiki and integrated energy therapy, if you want to schedule a one-on-one tarot reading, or if you want to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. You can also find that link in the description below, as well as all my social media. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term for energy healing. Specifically, I work with what's known as Usui Reiki, and this particular method is named after its founder, Mikao Usui, who created this system in the early 1920s Japan. Systems of Reiki in all different cultures have existed for really long periods of times, much farther back than we have any written record of. But Usui's is unique in a number of ways. During the time in which he was alive in Japan and the time when he created this system, it was a pretty delicate time, and the time really called for a practice that was While deeply spiritual, very secular, and I feel like that's a big part of why it resonates with us so much in the West. This particular practice also has a number of unique factors, but really is based in the energetic principles and concepts that we see in Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything has a soul, and everyone and everything is interconnected and inextricably linked. Within this interconnection, spirit, as you might define it in this case, would supply our life-supporting energy, our soul energy, the energy that is beyond just our cellular being, that makes us the spiritual beings that we also are. It's thought that this energy is flowing through us all the time, body, mind, and spirit working with it all the time to bring us into the greatest sense of balance and healing that we can be in moment to moment, even when we're not aware of it or don't even have a cultural reference for it. This particular energy is not new to your body, mind, and spirit, but tonight what I'll be doing is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and direct more of it to you, which then helps your body, mind, and spirit use even more of that great energy to support you in even deeper and more refined ways. So during the session, you might feel some physical energy shift. So you might feel it in your body. You may have some emotions rise up or get released. Mentally, you may be able to hear your subconscious or just be able to sort of logic and parse some things out that you've been struggling with lately. Intuitively, you may get some big intuitions, some clarity, some resolution, big intuitions, and you may also have a really healing nap, and wouldn't that be amazing? Chances are your session will be the perfect blend of all of those that supports you best right here and now. So how can you make the most of it? I generally kind of encourage you to find the most physically comfortable position to be in. Sitting up, lying down, doesn't matter. You don't even have to stay still, but you certainly can. If you want to lie down with your eyes closed, great. If you want to use this time to sit on the floor and get a couple stretches in, or to journal, or pull a few cards for yourself, or a combination thereof, there's no wrong way to enjoy this time. If you're at a loss and don't know what to do, I'd say just close your eyes and get cozy. But no matter how you enjoy this time is totally perfect, and it will support you no matter what. You don't have to focus on anything, and you don't have to keep your mind silent. Just be. And if you feel like you get distracted, or if you want to kind of go deeper into the session, just take a deep breath in and out at your own pace, and it'll naturally bring you back in. I will send this Reiki healing to you for 25 minutes, during which time I'll turn the lights down. You'll notice that the lights move gently and slowly from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I'll turn the music up. So if you want to learn more about our musical creator, check out the bottom of the description for a link to her YouTube channel and her website, so you can listen to her music all day long if you'd like. At the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll encourage you to take a deep breath in, come back to the space that you're in, and at that point I'll be able to re-engage with chat and answer any of your questions or listen to any of your experiences, and we'll take it from there. I'm here live 5 times a week, same days, same times, every week. So you can make this part of your weekly routine. You can also subscribe with your notifications on, so hopefully you get notified and reminded to join us whenever you feel like you'd like. And know also that Reiki is not subject to the same temporal restrictions that we as humans are. We can only be in one place at one time, but that's not the case for Reiki. So whenever you're watching this video, wherever you're watching it from, this energy is here for you. And for those of you who are here live, if you ever feel like you need some Reiki and I'm not live, go ahead over to our past healing live stream playlist. Pick a thumbnail with a picture of a grid that looks right to you. You can even skip ahead to the grid if you want to and enjoy that healing. It'll be there for you whenever you want or need it, as many times as you do. So thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure to share this healing energy with all of you. Thank you. So let's go ahead back in, take a deeper look at the grid, and get into the healing. Ooh, pretty job, everybody. Let's see if I can adjust this. There we go. Everyone, thank you so much for encouraging this beautiful grid. I deeply appreciate all of you. I affirm all of your wonderful requests. And Catherine, I just happened to glance at, I'm grateful for my family and pumpkin spice everything. I'm grateful for every single one of you and this beautiful energy we've built together. Thank you. So go ahead, get cozy any way that feels right. There's no wrong way to enjoy this time. Thank you for being here, and I will see you all in about 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes, move and bend. Thank you so much for being here with me this evening. It was an honor and a privilege. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times every week. Tuesdays 8 p.m., Wednesdays 4 p.m., Fridays 4 and 8 p.m., and Sundays 8 p.m., all times East Coast US. Thank you, Heart. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, good to see you all. Beautiful job on the grid, everyone. Thank you, Bev. The same to you. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. And I'm glad you feel calmer. I feel calmer too. Definitely a chaotic vibe in the air. Patty, you were absolutely right on bringing in that fluorite, because oof. Two little babies sleeping over here. I'm gonna bring the camera over so you can see them. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here with me this evening. That's Gertie in the back and Hattie in the front. They were soaking up the Reiki the whole time. Sorry about that. Oh yeah. Yeah, they was looking at you. Yeah, those are the babies. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll be back Tuesday night at 8 p.m. It's always an honor and a blessing to have you join, and you're always welcome here. And thank you all for holding such a beautiful space for one another, hanging out, just all love in the chat, and I'm so grateful for all of you. And I'm getting the space organized. I'm glad I downsized my bed. I don't know where I would have put it elsewise because I could barely fit in the twin size. So it's an awkward apartment, but it's really nice and I'm so grateful for it. I'll deal with awkwardness. I'll make it work for me. That's not a problem. Oh, happy upcoming Jewish New Year to you too then. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Lots of love to you, too. If you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask in the chat. I'm happy to answer. And definitely go ahead and hit that like button on the way out. Aw, they're passed out now, the little kitties, but I bought this like little kitty ray gun that flings cat toys across the room. They will be jumping and doing backflips and going wild in mere minutes from me getting up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wind the stream down to a close with an abundance of gratitude for all of you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Patty. Yeah, it'll all work out. The building is so well maintained. I've never lived in such a maintained building. I'm knocking on bamboo for that. Knock on wood, knock on bamboo, all the things. But I'm going to go ahead and bring this stream to a close now. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll be back Tuesday at 8 p.m. And of course, I'll be here next week, same day, same time as always. So take care. Salt lamp near the bed, it definitely can't hurt. Even just a jar of salt that you occasionally change out can make a big difference in energy for sure. Awesome. So everyone have a beautiful rest of your evening and a great week ahead. Take care. I hope to see you again soon, and bye for now.